Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. With about a month left in office, President Obama has gone for the jugular of the Second Amendment. Stick by, check it out. So with days left in office, President Barack Hussein Obama has resent the United Nations Arms Trade Treaty to the Senate for one last shot at ratification. If you're an American, you should be furious. Whether or not you are a gun person, you should be furious. Because your president, the man who is charged with protecting the citizens, ensuring the freedom of the country, following the Constitution, he doesn't even know what the hell that is. He's charged with keeping this country safe. And he's trying to turn over our Second Amendment rights to the United Nations. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't know what this arms trade treaty is, I have a link in the description. It's right to the United Nations Office of Disarmament Affairs. It's the UNODA, the United Nations Office for Disarmament Affairs. Disarm. So he's been trying to do this for a couple of years now. Ever since he got his second term, when he knew he was a lame duck and it didn't matter what he did to violate us and our rights, because who cared, right? But he has sent it to the Senate to try to get it ratified again. And what this does, the NRA was making everybody aware a couple of years ago that what this trade treaty does is it creates a de facto registry. And if you read this, it doesn't say anything about a registry, but you have to know what it is. You have to fully understand what the treaty is. You got to read the whole damn thing. What it does is it creates an end user database. It tracks a firearm, anything that's imported to the US or exported from the US to somewhere else. It tracks that firearm from the birth, from the manufacturer, to the end user, you, me, your mother, your uncle, whoever buys it. And it maintains that database, registry, for a minimum of 10 years. And then that information goes to the UN. That's who keeps this information, the United Nations. And that information is available to other governments around the world. As WikiLeaks has showed us, nothing's safe. Let's use this for an example. You, the viewer, the person watching this, you go to the store today and say that this passes. You go to the store today and you buy something to help keep you safe. You buy, let's say I'm a Glock guy, you buy a Glock 19. And you do all the paperwork required in your state, you pay your fee to purchase the gun, you bring it home, and there it is, a nice shiny new toy, your new baby, and you love it, and you take care of it, you call it your own. Well, now that registry knows who you are, where you are, what you have. And let's say that Uganda hacks into the UN system. Now Uganda knows where that gun is, who you are, where you are. It knows where the armed resistance is, if it wants to do anything. That's just a crazy scenario. I don't think Uganda is gonna come over here and try to take over the US. But that is a possibility with this registry. And think of it on our own soil. You've seen around the country that certain states have become tyrannical. And if you watch this channel, I keep up on them and I hammer them for it. But let's say that maybe 4 years after the Trump administration, we get another very liberal person in office, and they want to stop guns. They want to pull the reins on the Second Amendment, and they want to confiscate the guns. This gives them a full registry of every gun in everybody's hand that was purchased. Yeah, you can still get around the system and have undocumented firearms. That is not what this video is about. This is about the people who go out and purchase a gun and bring it home. Now they're going to be in a registry for when the jackbooted thugs decide to knock on the door, should the country ever get that far down the road. Now, the last time this treaty reared its ugly face was late 2013, when Obama tried to get it ratified the first time. And there were 46 senators that were behind this. 46 senators were behind this. You know there's only 100 senators, right? Of the 46, 44 of them were Democrat, 2 of them were independent. One was Agnes King from Maine, the other was Bernie Sanders from Vermont. But they're not coming for the guns, right? And the nincompoop from my state, who was Secretary of State, John Kerry, that douche, signed it too. I want to read this quick little quote. It's from the NRA back in 2013 when they were trying to educate the masses of how dangerous this is and how this will violate all of the intentions of the Second Amendment. Because the ATT is advertised as a way to monitor and control the movement of small arms and light weapons across borders. To that end, the treaty encourages records for end use or end users to be maintained for a minimum of 10 years and after the weapons reach their final destination, meaning when you buy it. This requires the creation of a database of sales records which would include information on the weapons and the owners, and that information would be internationally maintained because it's a UN treaty. The dangerous thing is because this is a UN treaty, it gives anti-gunners an ability to usurp the Constitution and the Second Amendment, because they could task the UN, which is an international body, not bound by our laws, not bound by our Constitution. They could task them to come in and round them all up. Which is why, America, you need to get the word out. Gun owners, pro-gun people watching this channel, please spread this. I need you to share this. There's 4 weeks left. He's got this right now in front of the Senate looking to get it ratified. You need to call your senators right now. It's 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is Wednesday, December 14th. I work so much, don't even know what day it is. It's December 14th, Wednesday. Call them now. Call them today. Call them tomorrow. Call them for lunch. Call them as they're getting ready to leave. Keep calling them, because they had 46 before and all they need is 51. And there might be enough people who are believing this Russian hack BS crap that might want to say, well, let's just use the UN as a safety cushion just in case. If they get 51 people, we're in trouble. And you don't need to be a conspiracy theorist to say that the next step, if this passes, would be martial law and a full-out attempt at confiscation. And we better be behind every blade of grass. If you like this information, thumbs up, please, down below. Subscribe, please. I need people to help me get this information out. This news is extremely frustrating. I hope I did a good job getting it across without seeming too angry. But I'm pissed and you should be too. Till the next time, this is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. Thank you for watching. Be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a weapon. Make sure you got them now. Take care.